So it's crazy to think that we've been covering Tesla and EV related content for nearly 4 years now. And over those 4 years, we've noticed a few common tendencies about Tesla and in particular, Elon Musk. One of those tendencies is seeing Elon tweet out looking for owner input in its vehicles. I don't know of too many other CEOs, especially in the auto space, who do this, let alone on a regular basis. I've even tweeted him directly about the cup holders on the Model X and how sensitive they are, and they just release, and he said that he would make some changes on the manufacturing in future iterations of the car. We also can see perfect examples of this with features like Sentry Mode, where 4 of the 8 cameras in the car are now able to record 360-degree video at all times, and you've seen some of the crazy things that they've been able to capture. All of this was a direct result of owners tweeting Elon Musk and saying, hey, we've got all the cameras on the car for autopilot. Why can't we have access to the footage the car sees for self-driving? Big thanks to Kern Automotive for supporting this channel. They are the nation's first online, pre-owned EV retailer. They exclusively buy and sell electric vehicles and are the Tesla experts. If you need to sell your Tesla, check out kernautomotive.com, click on We Buy Teslas, and they'll send you everything you need to sell your Tesla, and they'll pick it up anywhere in the continental US. So we know the Cybertruck has been a major topic of debate in recent weeks, both in the auto world and online in general. But what if I told you a lot of what we've learned about the truck in recent weeks was actually a product of what you out there suggested or requested of Elon Musk back in June of 2018. A friend of the channel, Kristen, who also happens to host a great Tesla podcast called Third Row Podcast, recently highlighted this tweet from Elon from about 18 months ago, where Elon asked, what would you love to see in a Tesla pickup truck? I have a few things in mind, but what do you think are small but important nuances, and what would be seriously next level? Kristen highlighted just a few of the requested suggestions on Twitter from that week, and after nearly 30,000 replies, she noticed how cool it was to see just how many of them actually seemed to have come to fruition. For example, this person suggested that a flatbed with no wheel well humps would be amazing. Here's what we saw in person with our test ride.
You have a look behind you in the vault. It kind of gives you a sense of how much storage you have on board here.
It is as flat as it gets, and of course the truck still has this hidden storage compartment below. And another person suggested to Elon to add a flip stop, which is basically a flap like this that keeps longer cargo in place. Elon responded to that saying, yes, that'll be another included feature. This person asked for built-in bed cover that can roll out when needed and went as far as saying built-in solar panels on that cover. Guess what? Here's your bed cover, and for some of you that may have missed it, it comes with solar panel option as well. Elon suggested in a recent tweet that the solar option would generate as much as 15 miles of range per day, but they've also tinkered with the idea of a foldable solar wing that can add as much as 40 miles per day. This person brought up the idea of having air suspension. Might as well make a heavy-duty air compressor to run air tools as well with that. Elon absolutely loved this idea and clearly jumped on it, as we know an air compressor will be offered on the Cybertruck. Others chimed in with ideas of cordless battery-powered tools and onboard inverters for both 120 and 240 volt electricity to use with power tools. This person suggested range of 300 to 500 miles, bed or camper shell lined with solar cells, spacious crew cab for those in back. We know a camper shell with roomy cab and even accessory trays for grilling are all also possible. Especially when you factor in the inverter options on board, the range also comes in 250, 300, and a long range 500 miles. Our friend Zach from Jerry Rig Everything, who we had a great conversation with about the Cybertruck.
Here's the thing, so my Toyota Tacoma, which I've been driving, I've been a truck fan for the last 10 years. This truck doubles or triples all the specs in my truck for about the same price, which is like insane.
He suggested lockers, as they can be a lifesaver in the snow or off-road. Elon confirmed that would be a thing as well. This person mentioned that he's 6'9" and he'd be interested in an eco-friendly truck or SUV capable of accommodating tall drivers. Elon answered, "This won't be a dainty buttercup of a truck. Driver's seat will be big enough to fit Andre the Giant. You'll notice Hulk Hogan is 6'8" and Andre the Giant is 7'4". We also noticed when we were inside the truck of how much headroom that angular design created inside the cabin. It's actually much roomier than our already large Model X cabin. And you'll notice it just continued with requests, and Elon kept listening. Someone asked for a very strong roof that far exceeds NHTSA standards. Elon noted that previous safety tests done on the Model S was so sturdy that it actually broke the testing machine that was trying to crush it. This person said, "How about an exterior design that can take a beating and be utilitarian? Not just an art piece you'd be scared to touch like other Teslas." As we know, the 30-time cold-rolled steel that makes up the Cybertruck exoskeleton is, let's just say, pretty sturdy.
Let's shoot it. That's a 9mm bullet shot at the door.
Elon had mentioned at one point that the truck would be something we'd see out of Blade Runner. During the unveiling, he mentioned the design was also inspired by the F-117 fighter jet as well as James Bond's submarine Lotus. This is Elon's personal one from the James Bond films. Andrew asked if it would be possible to make it reasonably priced like the Model 3. Elon had at one point suggested a sub $50,000 entry price. But of course, the base ended up coming in right in line with a Model 3 price of $39,900. Of course, a lot of the design elements of this truck had already been laid out by Tesla and Elon for years in advance. So when someone said that we need an electric pickup truck, Elon replied, "I promise to make an electric pickup truck right after the Model Y. Have had the core design engineering elements in my mind for almost 5 years. I'm dying to make the truck. We might have a prototype unveiled by next year." I even chimed in with the seating configuration of the pickup truck, which he responded to saying it will be a 6-seater. Kristen noted in her article that just a month after these nearly 30,000 truck tweets that Elon entertained, Twitter even asked of Elon, who you remember is a father of 5 boys, if he could help the 12 Thai boys who were trapped in a cave in Thailand. Now keep in mind, this cave emergency was happening at the same time as the wild Model 3 ramp that was almost the end of Tesla, and Elon actually took the time to respond to it. He said, "I suspect the Thai government has this under control, but I'm happy to help if there's a way to do so." People close to the situation chimed in saying they need better plumbing and drilling equipment. Elon responded that the boring company has advanced ground penetrating radar and is good at digging holes, suggesting even supplying charged power packs for additional power if needed. And get this, during all of this, someone asked for help getting clean water to Flint, Michigan. He responds, "Consider this a commitment that I'll fund fixing the water in any house in Flint that has water contamination levels above FDA levels." He later made a quiet appearance to Michigan and followed through with his promise, working with officials in Flint. So I'm gonna go ahead and link to Kristen's article in the description below because it really sheds light on another side of Elon Musk and Tesla that maybe a lot of people are not aware of. Of course, these sorts of interactions with owners and fans and enthusiasts are not a one-off thing. Sure, he's had those moments where he's made plenty of errors in judgment with his tweets and info that he's chosen to put out there, and those seem to be the moments that people remember and the headlines that get lots of attention. But it's important to realize the whole story of everything that he does, and there's lots of good in there too. And as recently as a few days ago, he tweeted, "Huge thanks to everyone who contributed ideas to Cybertruck. It's better because of you." And followed it with, "This may sound crazy, but asking real people what they'd like in a product is a great way to meet their needs." So again, I'm gonna circle back to, I don't know too many other CEOs, especially in the auto space, who do this, let alone on a regular basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if there's anything else that you're hoping for in the Cybertruck that didn't make it in, or if you had one of those suggestions that made it in, let us know in the comments below. And again, I wanted to thank all of you guys for watching this channel. Make sure you're subscribed and you've liked the video. And especially big thank you to those who have shopped on our website like teslakim.com. We have all kinds of gear and accessories and swag for Tesla out there for men, women, and kids, so be sure to check it out. And remember to stay current.